Hello my country people, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Guys, the national president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC Joe Ajaero, has been allegedly arrested by operatives of the Nigeria Police Force. The head of information, NLC Benson, said Ajaero was picked up from the State Secretariat of the Congress on Wednesday and was taken to an unknown location. And Joe Ajaero is the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress. And he was picked up from the NLC State Council Secretariat by heavily armed policemen in Owerri, Imo State. And he was taken to an unknown destination. And you see, before now, the NLC had vowed to mobilize its members for a total strike in Imo State, starting from today, November 1st, 2023, where Ajaero, during a press briefing on Sunday, had accused the Imo State government of violating the rights of the Nigerian workers in the state, accusing the state governor, Uzodimma, of neglecting workers' affairs. Ajaero lamented that many of them died because of alleged lack of payment of salaries. He outlined some of the infractions against the workers by Uzodimma himself, including the alleged refusal of his refusal to implement previous agreements, especially the accord reached on January 9th, 2021. Where they have outstanding salary arrears of about 20 months, unjust declaration of workers as ghost workers, declaration of pensioners as ghost workers, and unsettled gratuity arrears, amongst others. So, according to him, approximately 10,000 pensioners have been wrongly labeled as ghost pensioners by Uzodimma's government, resulting in over 22 months of unpaid pensions, while about 11,000 workers have been branded by the Imo State government as ghost workers. The NLC president also lamented that the non-compliance with the national minimum wage by the state government, adding that Governor Uzodimma has resisted the use of social dialogue and collective bargaining to resolve the issues, is not nice. So this development took place as hoodlums just came. All of a sudden, they took the NLC president to an unknown location. Heavily armed security personnel took him away. And this was said to have happened while protesters were, going around protesting, because Ajaero had earlier directed all members of the union, the affiliate unions, to all sectors in Imo State, including air, land, and sea, because the union, they commenced their protest today. It was learned that Ajaero announced this thing earlier on, that was October 31st, in Owerri, the state capital, where the NLC president Ajaero accused the Imo State governor, Uzodimma, of violating and neglecting workers' welfare. He alleged that due to the hostile actions of the governor towards workers in the state, many of them have died because of lack of payment of their salaries. Speaking further, Ajaero lamented that, this non-compliance of the state government with the national minimum wage. He pointed at Uzodimma of refusing to implement previous reached agreements, that they've already reached this agreement, so it's now left for Uzodimma to implement them, which he hasn't done up till date. And this has, turned into something else. And then they said, okay, they are going to embark on a peaceful protest. But then this protest turned into something else, because the NLC president, Joe Ajaero, was reportedly arrested during a protest in Imo State. And all this protest was organized because the workers' rights, the workers' privileges in Imo State were being trampled upon. The Imo State government, the Imo State governor, has not acknowledged the workers and has not met up to their demands. So many eyewitnesses really said a lot of things that immediately, in fact, during the protest, that the police just stormed the NLC State Secretariat in Imo, Owerri. They just whisked away Joe Ajaero to an unknown location, and the police, they were allegedly, using tear gas, live bullets to, to make the protesters to go away. While they carry their power cards, they were chanting songs and all of that. So this protest that was meant to be peaceful, it then turned into a violent, something, because these hoodlums attacked the protesters, vandalizing vehicles, injuring some labor members. The NLC condemned the attack and accused the Imo State governor of sponsoring the thugs to disrupt the peaceful protests, because the protest was scheduled to hold today. So how come today of all days that they've scheduled to hold this protest, that all these things is happening? So all hands are pointing to Hope Uzodimma, that he was the one that sent this police to go pick up Joe Ajaero, that he was abducted by the state government. Hope Uzodimma was well aware that this is what's happening. So a lot of, talks are coming out of this. A lot of speculations are coming out of this. Because at this moment, this peaceful protest has turned into something else. Because these workers, they came out because they felt their rights as workers in the state were violated. And the state government contributed. They did nothing, and now they unleashed blood-curdling mayhem on the workers by using police to, police were raining bullets on them, lashing tear gas on them. In fact, these thugs, it turned into something else. They were inflicting all manner of injuries on workers. To an extent, monies were being taken away, taken from these protesters. Some people's handsets were snatched. So the NLC, they are yet to react to this. At this point, I know that they are pointing hands at the state government of Hope Uzodimma. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? Because the Nigerian workers were only asking for their rights. They were asking for their rights as workers in the state to be respected. I mean, workers deserve their wage. So if you're in a habit of owning your workers, you will make their life unstable. You will strip them of their humanity and all of that. But it seems that the government of Imo State, they believe in intimidation and violence. And that's what they did today against the workers and the people of the NLC. So at this moment, my country people, while a day, everywhere don't scatter. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you.